All right. Ethical quandary. Dear Billy Baby Daddy. Hey, Bill. I'll try to keep this short and not interject with anything other than the facts, but I find myself in a little bit of a moral crisis that I'd like your opinion on. And keep it short because you don't read so good. All right. Read so well, I think is what you're supposed to say. Maybe you're not. I don't know. All right. My fiance and I have been together for 5 years, and both are in our early 30s. She was in a serious relationship in her early 20s and engaged previously. Her then partner was in law enforcement. They've been apart for almost 10 years, and he recently passed away after losing a battle with some mental health issues. Oh, Jesus. A couple weeks later, we received a notice in the mail that she is listed as the beneficiary of his life insurance policy, which is a significant amount of money because of the good law enforcement plans available. His family is unaware that he took out this policy or that she is potentially going to be benefiting from it. I see 3 options. 1, keep all the money. 2, give all the money to the family. 3, give the money to the family and keep a little for ourselves as a processing fee. Well, why is this your decision? It's not your money. It's her money. You know? Anyway, she asked my opinion. Oh, well, she asked your opinion. All right, my apologies. Of what she could do, and it's a life-changing amount, so it's very difficult to say what I think someone should do in that situation. It's not like we're returning a $20 bill you just watched someone drop in front of you. Who's to know if he left it that way on purpose to his high school sweetheart? In the end, it's up to her, but can impact both our lives. So what do you think we should do, Bill? I should also note he did have another girlfriend at the time of his passing, but no kids. Definitely would have given it to them if they existed. We're not monsters. And his immediate family are middle-class folk like ourselves. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. Dude, I really don't know what to tell you. I mean, he's an adult. He made the decision. I'd say, wait a second. A couple weeks, what did he pass away of? I already forget. With some mental health issue. I don't, this, you know what I would do? If you're thinking of giving some of the money back, I would make it anonymous. Because these things get real messy real fast, and you're opening yourself up to some sort of fucking litigation. He was not in sound mind when he did this, and then you're going to have to get a lawyer. Your heart is in the right place, but I really think you're opening the door up to a fucking nightmare. So, if you want to make an anonymous donation to their family, whatever, that's what I would do. I would make an anonymous donation to the family. All right. And I would leave it at that, to whatever amount you think. But there's no fucking way I would give those people my name and my fucking address and all of this shit, because then no matter what you give them, it won't be enough. This is just how people are. Okay? And it sounds like fiance is a really special person, that she cares this much and is willing to do something like that. So she might have been the one that got away with this guy, and that's why he never changed the beneficiary. And he was kind of loving the one he was with the new one. And she might come after. Well, I was with him for blah, 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 blah. You don't, all right. Do not give your fucking name at all. If you give any of this fucking money back to them anonymously, that's the way I would do it. Okay? And I don't know how to fucking do it anonymously. They'll fucking fingerprint it or whatever. I have no idea. You know, I would just leave it at that. That's how I would do it. But do not give your fucking name or any of that shit, because you're going to open yourself up to some fucking litigation and a big goddamn headache. Unless you're willing to be like, all right, just take all the fucking money. I don't give a shit. Because that'd be the quickest way out of it. But myself. I mean, that's the way I would handle it. We're suing you. All right, fuck it. I quit. I don't want to be involved in that. Here's all the money. Jesus Christ, get away from me. All right, reunion. Hey, Billy Two Dicks. Love the podcast. Thanks for making me laugh on long road trips. I have a 10-year-old high school reunion coming up. 10-year-old. I have a 10-year high school reunion coming up and need your advice. The reunion is going to take place at a bar, and about 40 people are attending. That sounds like a great time. You're all still young, 27, 28 years old, 29 for whoever stayed back. This is a good time. I didn't have any negative experiences in high school, and I always liked the people I went to school with. No issue there. My wife on the... don't go to this thing. My wife, on the other hand, doesn't know these people. During her high school years at a different school, she didn't have such positive memories. She seems to be more stressed about attending this thing than I do. When we discussed it, it seemed to be a combination of not knowing anybody and the fear of potentially bumping into another lady who I had a thing for 10 years ago. I couldn't be any further past those years, and I believe everyone will just act as adults. Well, you've never been to a reunion. But my wife seemed to make it about her, and now I don't want to... Right, and I don't want to say to put her... I don't know what to say to put her at ease. My first thing is, will you fuck off and let me enjoy my reunion? Can you say that nicely? All right, usually we have no problems chatting up a room of strangers. She is outgoing but super nervous, which is odd. Well, it sounds like she had a real rough time growing up. Oh, she had a rough one, okay? Oh, she had a rough one. I reminded her that she's the only one for me, and any thoughts of seeing old flames is superficial and made up. I never showed any interest in communicating with these people until this reunion. I suggested that if it's going to be this uncomfortable, I would like to go and enjoy myself. Good man. I'm still going. And she has the option of not going. That wasn't taken very well. Of course not. I would love for her to come and show her off to everyone because she is so amazing. That's what you tell her. But if she's going to start shit over the whole thing and ruin a potential great time to see some old friend, what's the point? Any advice for me there? Heritage Billy Breed pork chops? I would say that you want to show her off. You know? That doesn't make her feel well. Just say, listen, I'm going to this thing and I'm going to have a good time. And, you know, your issues about this are just that. They're your issues. I wouldn't do this to you. If you were going to go back to your high school reunion, I would come along and have a good time. But I wouldn't want to ruin your good time. Don't ruin my good time. All right? And I just feel like... That's all your issues. I've told you how I felt about you. I married you, for fuck's sakes. And I want to go down there and show you off. All right? Here's what you have to realize as an adult. I came to this epiphany when I became a parent. Okay? And I had all these fucking fears and everything. I had to come to the epiphany that my childhood does not exist anymore. Okay? Neither does my wife's childhood. It just doesn't exist anymore. It still lives in between our ears, but it doesn't exist anymore. Okay? And our kid is not my wife, okay? And she's not me. This is a completely different person in a completely different environment in a completely different generation. All right? And if we want to drag some bullshit, you know, out of the past, the only way that's going to happen is we're going to do it. So it doesn't exist. All this shit that she's fucking worried about, it doesn't even exist anymore. It lives in her fucking head. Excuse me, in her head. All right? So that's it. You know, maybe she needs to go talk to somebody. That she had such a bad time at high school and you had such a good time that she can't even go to your fucking high school reunion, a high school she didn't even go to without fucking superimposing her own fucking bullshit. It's crazy. Say all of that nicely. You know? I'm proud of you. I want to show you off. Look at my beautiful wife. Look at this amazing person that I married. I don't know. Insecurity is not an attractive trait, sweetheart.